One moment.
By the day. In Andhra Pradesh, we have around 30,000 people on dialysis as per the government count. That means it's a very huge number. And out of this, only in Andhra Pradesh, only 500 get a transplant every year. So that means the numbers are growing over and over. Unfortunately, people on dialysis don't live for a very long time. Though it's a life-saving procedure, it doesn't further life for too long. So they generally tend to live anywhere between 3 to 5 years, or rather only 10% cross 5 years. Transplantation is life-giving, and more than 85% do quite well after 10 years of a transplant. And transplantation is far cheaper, so it is healthier and cheaper option for patient with kidney failure. So in the past, anybody with a kidney failure who wanted a donor in their family to donate to them, we could do it only if their blood groups were matching. But now we have been able to donate, transplant a person with an opposite blood group. This is called ABO, Incompatible Kidney Transplantation. So a different blood group person donating to a different blood group was never possible in the past because it would cause immediate rejection of the kidney. But using latest techniques of antibody removal and preventing the production of antibodies, we have been able to successfully transplant an ABO mismatched kidney. And we did this transplantation last month, and the patient is doing quite well now. So what this means to the general person with a kidney failure is that any blood group is not a problem. We can transplant and it will be successfully done. So this is the message we'd like to send it across, that blood group is no longer a barrier or an obstacle to transplantation, and it doesn't matter what the blood group is, as long as the donor is medically fit and related, we're happy able to do it.
So after that, this transplantation is any side effect after?
See, there will always be side effects for anything, but dialysis has more side effects compared to transplantation. Dialysis patients, first of all, don't live long enough to even have a productive life. And dialysis is full of side effects like infections, bleeding, cardiac problems, strokes, and so on. A transplant patient will have a side effect, but it's minimal compared to dialysis gentlemen. I keep giving the example that all of us can try to cross a road. All will not cross a road, but majority will. So in transplantation also, it's always the law of averages, but 85% always cross the road in transplantation. While dialysis, hardly 10% can do so after 5 years.
So what is the cost of this transplantation?
A normal transplantation costs around roughly less than 3 lakh rupees if you have a related donor. And the incompatible, ABO incompatible transplant in our center, we're able to do it for less than 8 lakh rupees. But just because of the added cost of these injections and these filters, the cost will come down in the future when the imported restrictions come down and other things. But compared to somebody who's waiting on a cadaver waiting list, if you're waiting for 3 years, you're spending almost 4 lakhs per year. So you already spent 12 lakhs plus the transplantation after a few years, which means another 5 lakhs for the transplantation. You're spending 17 lakhs only to get cadaver transplant after 3 years. This is only 8 lakhs which you can finish out in the first year itself, and you can remain healthier.
Is any age limits about, it's like children's they are calling?
Yes,
about,
of course, yes. We have, transplantation can be done across the age groups. The youngest we have transplanted in our center very long back was around 3 years old. So there's no age limits. Anybody can get a kidney failure. Anybody who gets a kidney failure can be transplanted.
Is that further last few days back, how many transplantations did you done?
Every year we do roughly around say 50 to 70 transplants.
They are good?
All of them. Majority are good.
Thank you, sir.